movie 12 Years a Slave. Why do I think Donald Sterling went to see it as many as Star Wars? According to Stu Jackson tweet, personally, had tough time watching the great movie 12 Years a Slave. Why do I think Donald Sterling went to see it as many times as Star Wars? So, it is so sad. And the thing about it is that in a lawsuit filed in March, Sterling's wife of more than 50 years ripped Stiviano as a manipulative gold digger. Rochelle Sterling claims that her husband bought Stiviano a 2012 Ferrari, 2 Bentleys, and a 2013 Range Rover with a total value exceeding $500,000, according to the Los Angeles Times. The team owner apologized to anyone who may have been hurt by the tirade being attributed to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Sterling wants to apologize to you for making you feel, or for making those Clipper players feel like they are back on the plantation. He don't want to have that plantation mentality. Coming up next, what did Donald Sterling's son-in-law have to say about Donald Sterling?
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require a U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. And what is the SOMO quote of the day? You know, we always give you the SOMO quote of the day. You can send your quotes to somo.org@gmail.com, and we read the best quote right here in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Fall in love with someone who deserves your heart, not someone who plays with it. Fall in love with someone who deserves your heart, not someone who plays with it. And that is the SOMO quote of the day. Now, according to TMZ Sports, in an article posted yesterday, Donald Sterling's son-in-law, you're racist, and I don't care if you fire me for saying it. Donald Sterling's son-in-law, director of basketball administration for the Clippers, who helps run the day-to-day operation for the team, tells TMZ Sports what his father-in-law did is ignorant and racist, and if that cost him his job, so be it. Here are the words of his son-in-law, Eric Miller. I find the statements and representation made by the Clipper team's owner to be deplorable and disgusting. There is no room in sports or society in general for racism, Miller goes on. I pledge full support for the wonderful players, coaches, and staff members of the Clippers organization. I have complete faith that Commissioner Silver will deal with this matter swiftly and severely. And then Miller says, if these comments should happen to cost me my employment with the team, it is but a small price to speak out against ignorance and racism. Donald Sterling's daughter, Joanna Sterling Miller, who is married to Eric, says, I'm devastated and saddened by the cruel and insensitive comments expressed in these audio tapes. And it's just unbelievable. I mean, there was so much hurt to go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. So much hurt to go wrong in this situation. I mean, when you have this kind of mindset, when you believe these things, you cannot keep them in for long years of your life. The guy's 80 years of age. 80 years of age. And this is something that he have harbored for a long time, where finally someone taped him and put it out in public. Now let's listen to what Shaq and Charles Barkley had to say.
Back at this.
You know, it's one thing to say something that's controversial, but it's another thing to say something that's very repugnant. The question is now, should this guy continue being an owner? That's the question. Should this guy continue being an owner? You know, everyone has their thoughts. You know, everyone has their opinions. But you know, when your opinions and your thoughts become public knowledge, the question is now what? And then another question is you know, will his team shut down on him? Will his team take these remarks personally and say, you know what, we don't want to play for a guy like this? And I mean, so, unfortunate situation, but I think the league needs to take a very long, hard look on whether this guy should continue being an owner or not.
You can read these statements over and over. You can read the story over and over, and you still cannot believe what you're reading.
Well, first of all, you can believe it, because this has happened before. He settled a lawsuit years ago. Obviously he owns a lot of land and things also, and he settled a lawsuit that said he was discriminating against blacks and Hispanics. So this is habitual. This is the first test of Adam Silver. He's got to suspend him right now. First of all, they got to prove his voice on the tape. But this is the first big test from Adam Silver. You can't have this guy making statements like that. He has to suspend him and fine him immediately. He has to be suspended. You know, and the problem I have with it, if somebody want to be racist, that's all right. That's their thing. But when you're in a position of power and you can take jobs and economic opportunity from people, that's what crosses the line. But we cannot have an NBA owner discriminating against a league that we're a black league, Ernie. We are a black league. I don't know the number, but I'd probably say 80% of our players are black.
How do you take this as a player?
Well, that's a different animal.
And Charles Barkley, Charles Barkley says some outrageous things. But Charles Barkley is so right. At the end of the day, it's all about economics. And this guy is putting food on a lot of people's table. And he can decide how he's going to put that food on your table. And we are so happy that Stiviano outed him. And I don't, you know what? She's a gold digger, yes. Dig for more gold, Stiviano. Release the other 100 hours of tape you have. Or you know what? Don't release it. Settle with Donald Sterling's lawyer. Get $20 million from him for you not to release those tapes. Dig more. Why not? Because you know what? She has made a significant impact on many other people who may have the same thoughts, the same mindset. Now they are going to be very, very careful to keep it under wraps. Don't tell anyone else. It's like someone says to you, oh, I want to tell you this secret. It's going to be a secret if you're telling it to someone else. It can't be a secret. Oh, I want to tell you this privately. Okay, it's private until I tell someone else. And then they tell someone else. What did Magic Johnson have to say? Let's listen to what Magic Johnson had to say.
Magic is here because your name was the name mentioned in the recordings of racist remarks believed to be made by Clippers owner Donald Sterling. Plain and simple. When you heard those comments, Magic, what was your reaction?
Well, Sage, I was really upset. You can't understand how hurt I was. And also, I was hurt for all African Americans and all minorities, because when a man who owns a team in the NBA, and Donald Sterling has had issues in the past, so this is not the first time. And I've known Donald. One of the first men I met when I came to L.A., Dr. Buss took me to his annual Malibu beach party. Actually, my first week in L.A. Then I met with Donald 2 or 3 times. He wanted to discuss the issues with his Clipper team. So I had a friendship with him. So for him to then make these comments or alleged comments about myself as well as other African Americans and minorities, there's no place in our society for it. There's no place in our league, because we all get along. We all play with different races of people when you're in sports. That's what makes sports so beautiful. And then he's put his own team in a tough situation. So I believe that once Commissioner Silver, I was going to say Stern, Silver, does all his due diligence, get all the information, gather the information, he's got to come down hard. He shouldn't own a team anymore. And he should stand up and say, I don't want to own a team anymore, especially when you have African Americans renting his apartments, coming to the games, and playing for him, and coaching for him. This is bad for everybody.
And there you have it. That's Magic Johnson.
fight through the maze of the madness. Struggle is my address where pain and crack lives. Gunshots coming from sounds of blackness. Given this game with no time to practice. Born on the blacklist. Told I'm below average. A life with no cabbage. That's no money if you from where I'm from. Funny, I just want some of your son. Dark clouds seem to follow me. Alcohol that my pop swallowed bottle me.